Hi everyone, it's Marissa from Mirabelle Scraps. I am going to do my first tutorial. Someone had asked me to show how I make my lace and ribbon flowers with the embellishments on top. I did a few of these on my Baby Boy mini albums, and I just have two of them here. Okay, just to show you. Oops. So I'm going to show you how to make these today. So what you will need is, of course, lace, and I'm using the fabric lace. I'm not using that lacy lace. I'm using fabric type lace, and then fabric ribbon. Okay, this is red. I'm not doing any more baby boy flowers. I have a Christmas album that I would like to do, so I'm going to take advantage of this video and make a flower that I can use on a Christmas album. So I'm using red. And you will need glue. I'm using my transparent glue. This is like a liquidy glue, but it dries fast. It dries fast enough. And you can use your heat gun, but I like using this one because I want my glue to seep through the material. I want it to go through the material, and you'll need to press on the material. So that's why I don't use my heat gun, because the glue's hot, and if you'll need to press on it, you'll burn your fingers, and it won't seep through as nicely. It won't seep through the material as nicely as my transparent glue here. So that's why I'm not using my glue gun. You can try your Scotch glues. I'm sure that will work too if it's not too thick. But I guess you'll just have to experiment with the type of glues you have with you. Okay, so let's start. You will need also a circle. I don't have those nice little punches, those circle punches you have. So I just freehand cut my circle. You can cut it about an inch and a half. Let me see how big this one is. Just smaller than an inch and a half. It doesn't really matter. My one came out. Sometimes they come out bigger, sometimes they come out smaller, and it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. As you can see, that's not perfect. So we will first do the background lace. Now let me get this the right side. Okay, this is the right side. Get my glue. And what I do is I like folding just the edge. I fold it back. Okay, and then I just put some glue, not all the way in the middle, just about halfway, a reasonable amount of glue, and then I stick that on top. Okay. Now you don't want your lace to go right to the middle of the center of your circle. So put it just a little bit above. Okay, and I've already got the glue seeping through because my finger's already full of glue now. So my glue is already seeping through the material, and that's what I want, because when you fold it in, that glue is going to stick on the outside part. The advantage of this is that if you're using your heat gun, you're going to need to put a little bit of glue in here. And with this glue seeping through the material, you won't need to put any glue on this side. You'll just need to keep putting on the back side. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some glue here, and I put a reasonable amount of glue. And I don't just put on where I want. I'll run it a little bit, about a centimeter or two long. And I just bend it back, let that seep through, and just put some more glue at the back. So basically that's all you do. You just keep putting glue on the back part of the lace, and you get the glue on the lace and on your little cardstock. You fold that in. You'll get glue all over your fingers, but this glue actually comes out of your skin very nicely, not like the hot glue gun when it burns and you have to let it dry. for it to get off your skin. And you can make your little your folds larger, you can make them smaller. Depends on how you want your flower to look. So I'm making mine quite tight for this one. Just going to go quickly now because I'm already on 5 minutes. I do have 15 minutes, but I don't want you watching me do the whole thing for 15 minutes. I'll bore you. You know, when you get to the end, when you're almost lined up with the first part you did, you're going to snip it off. Just snip that off. Sorry, so I've got my hand in the way, but just snip it off. Okay, I'm left with that. And I'm going to fold that back. Okay. And line it up with the first one. Alright. And then just glue that down. Maybe you'll want to glue some down before you fold it, because when you fold, that fold will go onto the glue. And then get the glue off your fingers. And that's your flower. That's the first part of your flower. Now you'll want, okay, but there's also a disadvantage of having the glue all over your fingers. Your fingers will get sticky, and sticky fingers will have a tendency to actually lift the lace from the glue at the bottom. So you'll want to just let that dry. So that's what it's going to look like in the beginning. You're going to have to let this dry before you put the red lace on. So I have pre-made one already, and it's already dry. It's got my little circular thing cut out. And let's go to put it on the red lace. Let me just cut this little thread. This fabric lace has a tendency to thread at the bottom here. You can see all these little threads. So I just cut them before. And what we're going to do here is basically the same thing. I like folding the end of my ribbon. Put a nice amount of glue. You can start anywhere. And just from the center, like that. And then you do the same folding technique. Okay, you can fold it in. Alright. Now this one, I can already feel that the glue is not coming in, it's not seeping in through, because this is very, very thick fabric. So I'm going to put a spot here, fold that in, and then put some on the back. And I'm really going to put some glue here so that it can really seep through the fabric. Okay, that one's already seeping through, so that's good. Okay. And again, I'm putting in there and on the flower. Okay. So I'm basically putting in that little corner there and on the flower here itself. So when I fold it in, it will glue itself down. Glue with the finger. And again, I'm doing these folds very tightly. that glue off the finger. Get it off this one. Sorry if my angle is not for you, but I'm sure you can see what's happening here. It's just fold and press, fold and press, and fold and press, and get glue on your fingers. When you see that the glue is not seeping through the fabric, you can put just a dot of glue on this part, on this side. When you get towards the end, you will see that will happen. And it doesn't matter if the folds are not even. I mean, nature doesn't make perfect flowers. I heard someone that said that before, and it's perfectly true. So why should we make perfect flowers? Okay, so I'm reaching the end here, and I'm going to snip just a bit off, so I can do that fold. Okay, so fold that in. Maybe I snipped it a little too early. Alright. I've got glue on my fingers and it's sticking all over. Let me just get the glue off my fingers first. Okay. So get that nicely and evened out. Get that folded back. So you have the ribbon. Okay. And you have the ribbon on. And what you do now is just get a button. Have a little vintage button, and you just glue that on. Okay. I'm not going to put this button on. I actually want to see if I can get some green or Christmassy coloured buttons or other embellishments to put here. But I have a green snail here, so imagine this is the button. Put the green snail in, and I'm like, that looks Christmassy. Okay. So that's how I do my lace and ribbon flowers. Hope that was hope that was a good instruction, and leave me a comment and see how I did with my first tutorial. Okay, thanks.